This is Good Taste Brekky with Chloe and Elerrina on Juice 107.3, one of our favourite stalwart shows that has been on for decades and decades and is well known around the world is Neighbours.
Mm-hmm.
And
We've grown up with this.
We've grown up with it. It's definitely uniquely Australian. And one of the iconic figures that has been on this show for quite some time is joining us this morning. You might know him as Dr. Carl. He is also Alan Fletcher. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Chloe. Hi, Elerrina. It's great to be here.
Oh, great to chat to you. Hey, before we go into why we are chatting with you, Alan, I did see something on your Instagram that did make me very upset. Your little dog Lola has passed away. Are you okay? Like, how is the fam with that?
Oh, I'm okay. The family took it a little bit harder because I was the one who actually had, was at the hospital with her at like 4 a.m. in the morning, and I knew what was going to be going on, and it was particularly hard for my wife and my daughter, both who had to get up very early that day, and I had to look them in the eye and say, guys, when you come home, you might get to see her, but you might not. So they were pretty shattered to find out that she had to leave us earlier because she was in some difficulty. She had leukemia, and it's always sad when you lose your faithful companion of 13 years. But hey, we know that's what you sign up for when you get puppies, and we've still got young Teddy, who's all of 14 years of age, bouncing around the place, my little West Highland White Terrier. So, it's all good.
Well,
Thank you.
We're sending you and the fam a lot of love.
Yes.
I appreciate it muchly.
Elerrina is our resident animal lover, so she's always going to ask the animal questions.
No, it's good. Yeah, thank you.
But, Carl, moving on to something a little bit lighter, Neighbours, you've been a fixture of the show for how long now? I was trying to work it out.
Well, I've just last September, I think I was 26 years.
Wow.
So yes, it's been an absolute joy. It's gone in a blur. Honestly, I've been on yearly contracts now for 26 years, and each year I just go to them and say, "What do you want to do?" And they say, "We'd love you to stay if you don't mind." I say, "Oh yes, I think that'd be good."
I suppose I can.
I love my job. I'm as passionate about it today as I was when I first started, and I work with a wonderful bunch of people, and I think when you add all that together, you just go, I'm a lucky man to do the job I do.
Absolutely. You probably get recognised a lot. Have you got any funny stories of being recognised somewhere that you possibly didn't want to be recognised?
Well, not so much. Not once. I was in southern India, and I was in a temple complex, and when you're a fairly remote part of the world, you sort of go, I don't think I'm going to be recognised here. But no, I heard that voice calling out, "Oi, are you Dr. Carl?"
So it wasn't an Indian.
Why do they sound so Aussie?
No, I think it was a British accent, wasn't it, Carl?
Yeah, it was vaguely a Brit accent. I'm better after 8 o'clock. But It was lovely. There was a Brit backpacker who recognised me. So it's fun. It's fun. Being recognised is just a signal that the show is popular, and it's all around the world. And the Belgian post office where I was buying stamps, the bloke recognised me, and everyone just wants to talk about how much they love the show and they love your character, and that's gold for me, absolute gold.
That's super cute. And Alan, you are sporting a delightful looking moustache at the moment. Do you mind telling us about why that might be?
Well, Dr. Carl has never had facial hair apart from when he was a backyard farmer, and he had the worst looking beard you'll ever see. But Dr. Carl is doing Movember this year, which is, of course, dedicated to raising awareness and funds for mental health and suicide prevention and prostate cancer and testicular cancer. It's about men's health. Men are shocking at looking after their health. You guys do it a hell of a lot better than we do, because men do die younger. And unfortunately, things like suicide, for instance, 3 out of 4 suicides are male. Indigenous men have the highest suicide rate in the world in the 25 to 29 age group, and we've got to get this down. Our aim is to get 25% reduction in men dying prematurely and halving the number of deaths from prostate and testicular cancer by 2030. So we need the dosh, and there's lots of things people can do. They can jump onto Movember.com and find my good old Dr. Carl Mo space. I'd love a donation, of course. But, you can do lots of things yourself. Grow a moustache. I'm not suggesting that you and Elerrina do it.
Yeah,
Chloe,
I was going to say I
Give it a
could just
go.
stop waxing my top lip, but my co-workers might get a little bit alarmed.
But if you want it, anyone, you can stick a moustache on, of course.
Stick
and do
one
some
on.
Socials.
Yep.
But we've got Move for Movember as well. You can commit to walking or running 60 k's in the month, and raise money that way, or host a Mo moment. Just any kind of moment you want to host, and just badge as being for Movember. So lots of things to do. And let's see if we can just get a little bit more parity going on in terms of people's health across the nation and the world.
I love it. Alan Fletcher, a.k.a. Dr. Carl, over the 26 years you've been on Neighbours, have you had the facial hair before?
Well, just at once. Carl dropped out of medicine for a bit there and decided to become a backyard farmer. And he walked around Erinsborough carrying a rooster under his arm. There's a rooster called Springsteen, actually, and so he wandered around with this scraggly-looking beard. It was just disgusting, and I love doing that part. But that's the only facial hair I've had. And this Dr. Carl's Mo, which premieres on telly tomorrow at 6:30 on Peach on November 10, is a lot more manicured.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing it. You can catch that tomorrow night, as Alan Fletcher, a.k.a. Dr. Carl, said. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks, Alan.
It's a great pleasure, guys. Wonderful to chat. Cheers.
See ya. That was Dr. Carl from Neighbours. Love chatting to him. What a joy. This is Good Taste Brekky.